Welcome to Springy Graphs, our new add-on for Google Docs for creating network graphs. The add-on is using a layout algorithm using some real-world physics to try to figure out how to show a network graph in a way that looks good. So when you start the add-on, you end up with this dialog where you have a default graph with 3 nodes that you can of course move things around. But I will start adding some nodes and you will see how the algorithm will automatically resize or reshape the graph. Add a node here, add a node here, add a node here. As you can see, the algorithm moves things around to make things look good. So to modify a node or a connector, you can either use properties of the node or use styles. So let's say I want to just change this node. I select it. I go to properties. I go to the node and I say I want this to be the D node instead. I can go to the title style and change the font to 36, and as you can see, it only changes one of the nodes. If I want to work with sets of nodes, I can go to node styles. I can then reapply this style, the node style 1. I have 6 styles to choose from. Let's say I want to change all the nodes at the same time. I say modify style up here, and I can go and say I want everything to be 20 pixels and italic. Say OK, and all the nodes are changed. As for nodes, connectors can be changed with styles or individually. So let's say I want to have this edge or connector here. Select properties. I can change the arrow, for example, to be the length to be 30 pixels and 10 pixels wide. Or if I want to work with styles, I go to connector styles and I can say I want to modify the default connector style here to be 20 pixels long and 6 pixels wide, and I say OK, and all the connectors are changed. Connecting nodes are done by first selecting the nodes 1 and 2 and say connect. 1 and 2, connect. You get the picture. And when I'm done designing my graph, I click the either create image to create a still image, or I go to file and say create a Jiff to create an animation of how the graph is laid out. But let's start with create image here. Click generate, and you get an image that you can download to your hard drive, or in this case I want to insert it into my Google document. So here it is, my graph. So the Springy Graph project is saved between sessions, so you can insert an image into the document and then come back and work on it. So let's show you some other things here. If you want to resize the graph, you click here and you want to make it larger or smaller, or pick whatever size you want here. And if I want to remove local formatting, let's say I've changed this one to with lots of different, like the node shadow could be changed to red, and the position of the shadow, etc. I can, if I change my mind, I want to go back to the style, I go here and I say reset formatting. And if you want to turn your graph into an animated GIF, you go to file, say create GIF, you decide on a size and you create generate GIF. It will go through creating frames for the layout algorithm working, and then it will create the final GIF, which sometimes take quite a while. And here is the GIF showing how the algorithm works. And as with the still image, you just say insert GIF into document, and it's inserted as a image in your Google slide. A little bit more about node configuration. So you see here I have simple nodes with just titles. I can then use two subtitles, sub 1 and sub 2 here for each of the nodes. I can use images. I can select an image using this context menu. I can of course select from my hard drive, I can select from Google Drive, I can grab one from the web, I can, if I have a webcam, I can take a picture, and I can choose from my Google Photos library. Another way to do it is to just drag and drop from your Windows desktop. So let's say I have a few images here, I just want to drag and can drop them on the node. Take another one here, drop it like that, and yeah, you get the picture how this is done. One more there. So that's how you add images to your graphs. You can of course change where the image is shown. So I select the graph here. I want image style here. I can position it now to the left of the text, to the right of the text, etc. I can change the max width and height and stuff. So that concludes this short demo of Springy graphs. If you go to show all sidebars here, you can go and check out other apps from Docs365. And if you want to get more help on Springy graphs, we are adding stuff to the About page that you can reach from clicking the icon here. And you will see more information about Springy graphs here added. Thank you so much for listening.